Good evening, race fans. Welcome in to the Daytona International Speedway here in Daytona Beach, Florida, where tonight, round number 8 of the Blacktop Rivalz Series, presented by Caldecott Millwright Services, coming at you here from the famed 2.5-mile long Daytona International Speedway. I'll send a big shout out to our presenting sponsor, Caldecott Millwright Services, the great McAllister family located in Hanover, Ontario, Canada. Caldecott Millwright Services offers engineering, welding, pipe fitting, industrial and commercial plumbing, as well as industrial and millwrighting maintenance. So be sure to check them out. They also offer health and safety training. So check them out at Caldecott Millwright Services. Well, time trials are on the racetrack right now. Looks like they have just about 2.5 minutes left here in time trials tonight. And right now up on top of the board is Claude Furland at a 49.457. 49.457 for Claude Furland. Kyle Rochelle currently second fastest at a 49.498. Mannix Richet, Sylvain Joly, and Tom Senchek, who you see on your screen right now, currently your top 5 in time trials. Now, time trials are nice, but don't forget this is the Daytona International Speedway, and time trials, well, you could just about throw them right out the window. 70 laps we will go here tonight at the Daytona International Speedway, and it's going to be a very, very interesting race. Only 2 sets of tires. I'm not sure that tires will be a huge factor. They may be more of an impact than what I'm giving them for here, but it'll be interesting to see how it plays out here at the big super speedway here at Daytona. Right now, Adam Ross out there laying his laps down. First lap across the line for Ross was a 49.965. 49.965 currently shows him 17th fastest on the board. And you'll see the line here for time trials right along that double solid yellow line, as Ross will try and improve on his first lap, and then it is so tough. And the times are so close here tonight. We'll see how Ross does that time across the board. Does he improve? And it does not look like he did, so it'll be 49.965. 49.965 for Adam Ross. His fastest lap out of the 4 he had opportunity for was on lap number 2. Well, we appreciate you joining us here. If you've joined us here on the GeForce TV YouTube page, if you've clicked in and joined us tonight and you're not already subscribed, be sure to do so. Hit that subscribe button down in the lower right-hand corner. And when you hit subscribe, make sure you hit the bell as well to give you notifications of every time we go live here on GeForce TV. And, you know, GeForce TV, not just iRacing, man, they have got everything from dirt to pavement. It's really incredible everything that they have as a part of the GeForce TV program, and we're happy to be a part of it here with 3-9 Productions and the Blacktop Rivalz Series. Well, looks like qualifying is in the books, and drivers meeting taking place. We're just going to listen in quick there to. So tonight there will be a stage break at the halfway mark. That will come at lap number 35, and of course the stage break will award points to the top 10 finishers across the line there. And just coming through in the drivers meeting as well is that there is no tire limit tonight. So the 2 sets of tire rule not in effect tonight, and so there you go. There you have it. No tire rule for tonight. So we will throw that out the window. And really, man, the drafting, this is going to be a really interesting race. No doubt about it. So it looks like we're waiting for your front row cars to grid up here, and then we will get ready to go for 70 long laps here at the Daytona International Speedway. And we are going to work on pulling in a driver here to talk, our first in-race reporter of the night, to kind of give us the lowdown on what they're expecting here tonight. So let's dial up Kyle Rochelle. Let's check in with Kyle here. Kyle, this is Steve Ovens up in the broadcast booth. How you doing?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Good. Tell us, you're going to go away from the outside pole here tonight. This race has got to feel like a wild card race for everybody tonight.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what to expect. I know we have a fast car. Probably just gonna try to take it easy for most of the race and see what happens. You know, there's gonna be a wreck, so just gonna see what happens.
I'm interested to get your perspective. Is there going to be a lot of teammates trying to work with each other tonight, or is it just going to be you're going to have to work with who's around you?
Well, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Luckily, Tom starts 5th, so I'm gonna try to get paired up with him as quick as I can and just cruise. But I don't know. I think everyone's gonna be pretty hungry.
Yeah, definitely. After what we've seen the last couple of weeks, boy, this is everybody's going to get their aggression out tonight. Good luck to you.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
All right, there's Kyle Rochelle getting ready to roll off P2 here tonight, here at the Daytona International Speedway. Shout out to all of our great sponsors and supporters here with the Blacktop Rivalz Series. Of course, we are presented by Caldecott Millwright Services. Appreciate them being on board. And tell you what, race fans, buckle up. 70 laps from the Daytona International Speedway. We're going to see some drafting. We're going to see some carnage. And at the end of the night, somebody's going to come out with the checkered flag. iRACING pace car has pulled off. Green flag is in the air. The round number 8 for the Blacktop Rivalz Series from Daytona is green. First lap, everybody going to get all the cars wound up, get them up to speed, start forming a line here. As we've already got them formed up, and you see the bottom lane is already forming up here, as we've got 4 cars trying to work together on the outside. That's Rochelle in the 01, Jolie in the 08, Metcalf the 29, and car number 21, which is Jason White. And I believe this is Jason White's first start of the season here. Actually, I'll take it back. It's his 3rd start. So White aboard car number 21, and you see some drivers already electing to go to the back of the pack. And we'll see that group here on the left-hand side of your screen. We go split screen here with the leaders on the right-hand side, the second half of the pack over on the left-hand side. And drivers going to try and play it safe here early on. I definitely don't blame that strategy at all. And I have a feeling that the old split screen is going to get a workout here tonight, as they have really dropped well behind your lead pack here. Coming down to put lap number 2 on the board, and your race leader is still Claude Furland, although Rochelle only 7 1/1000ths of a second behind him, and now Rochelle will take the lead into turn 1. New race leader for the first time tonight is Kyle Rochelle. So Rochelle in the DBI sponsored 01 will lead them, but now look at the outside lane coming to life. It's Metcalf pushing Sylvan Jolie. Jolie going to be your new race leader into turn number 3. Will Jolie pull down to the bottom lane? Oh, not very decisive there. And that allows Rochelle to pull up alongside the left rear quarter panel as they make their way to the tri-oval. But Jolie has got Metcalf all over the back bumper. And your second race leader of the night will be Sylvan Jolie. Rochelle led it into turn 1 last time, but he won't be scored as an official race leader. So So Sylvan Jolie, the Accent LED sponsored number 08, is now we're going to get another lead change down the back straightaway. And now it's Metcalf's turn. So Metcalf will now lead the field into turn number 3. Oh, he caught the apron, drifted up the racetrack. Close moment there into turn 3. Jolie turns back underneath him. But now Metcalf has got the assistance from Jason White. Jason White will push Metcalf to the race lead here on lap number 4. New race leader in our third race. Oh, look out! White into Metcalf. Metcalf goes around, and we're going to get our first caution of the night. And Metcalf, heavy rear end damage on the 29 machine. And that simply looked like White was not exactly lined up with the back bumper of Metcalf. And Metcalf got turned nose first toward the wall. So caution flag coming out. We'll get a look at it here on the replay. Metcalf had got a piece of the apron coming through 3 and 4. And then as they come down through the tri-oval, it's going to be just past the tri-oval here. White pulls up to the back bumper of Metcalf. And right about here, White is going to be, you see, he's not exactly lined up. He tried to move down to the inside lane to go with Metcalf, but they weren't lined up. He got the right rear corner for Metcalf, and around Metcalf went aboard car number 29. So there's a look at the incident. Caution lights coming on here for the first time this evening. So we will step aside here. We'll pay some bills for some of our great sponsors. And when we come back, more live coverage from the Daytona International Speedway. You are watching the Blacktop Rival Series presented by Caldecott Millwright Services on GeForce TV.
This GeForce TV broadcast is brought to you by Northern Performance, Canada's largest stocking dealer of Hawk Performance brake pads. From street pads to race compounds, Northern has you covered. For free shipping Canada-wide, shop online 24/7 at northernperformance.ca.
What makes a trailer a Miska? Is it the heavy-duty Canadian steel they're made from? Or is it the exceptional finish that will last year after year? How about knowing that these are the best back trailers in the industry? These are the reasons you buy Miska. So what makes these trailers a Miska? It's the hard-working Canadians who craft them. We are Miska. We are Canadian tough.
There are a lot of things in this world that are fake. Your food shouldn't be one of them. Pinty's Man Cave sausages and street dogs. Authentic food for real people. Crave the cave, friends. Pinty's Man Cave.
Welcome back to the Daytona International Speedway, round number 8 of the Blacktop Rival Series presented by Caldecott Millwright Services here on GeForce TV. Produced tonight by 39 Productions. Brad Ovens, the executive producer of 39 Productions, working for us behind the scenes, getting everything on the video and audio side looking and sounding great. Jason Metcalf currently on pit lane. He's now down and away, had to make some repairs on the 29. Now, fortunately for Metcalf, plenty of time to make repairs on that 29 machine, as an incident here early in the race, coming around lap number 4, sees Metcalf spin in front of the field, and fortunately for everybody behind him, I think only one car got a piece of that behind him as they came through. Your race leader is the 21 of Jason White, and it was contact between White and Metcalf that put us on this most recent yellow. Sylvan Jolie will take another look here at the replay in case you're just joining us. Right here, you're going to see Metcalf go to the inside. White tried to follow him, but he was a little too close there to the right rear quarter of that car, and just a little bit of contact sent Metcalf around. Tough break for him, as Metcalf still with some rear end damage on the 29, but he's going to have to roll with it as it is. And we will get ready for the restart. When they come back to the line, they will put lap number 8 on the board. "70 laps the distance here tonight for the Blacktop Rivalz Series. Competition caution stage break coming at lap number 35 at the halfway point tonight. At that point in the race, the yellow flag will fly. The top 10 in the running order will add points to their season-long total, and it's really been a runaway with John Schweikart here so far this season. Out of 7 races so far, 2 race wins, 3 second-place finishes, and he has led 113 laps this year. And I don't anticipate tonight's going to be one of those nights that he's going to add to that total. Him and his teammates have been hanging out in the back of the pack as we get the restart here on lap number 8. Green flag is back out. Jason White will lead up the inside lane, as that's where everybody was headed on the original start. We'll see what happens here on the restart, as Mannix Richey and Sylvan Jolie going to line up in that outside lane and see what they can do. And now Tom Senchak pulling out a line here on the back straightaway. He slices through the middle, now goes to the top, and he's going to pick up Jolie to turn number 3. And he's got a nose out ahead, but here comes White and Kyle Rochelle back down on the bottom. White will nose back out to the lead, and we have got a yellow flag. Caution lights are on. I saw Jason Metcalf key up on the mic, and I'm not sure if what happened here to put us back under the yellow flag, but a very quick yellow right after the restart here. So caution lights back on here on lap number 9, as they will pick up here behind the iRACING Ford Mustang pace car. Second yellow flag of the night. First coming out on lap number 4. Second one coming out here on lap number 9. Jason White, your race leader. And we'll get a look at the incident here. A couple of cars getting together. I think that was Dale Cote getting involved. Oh, more contact there. So while we have an opportunity here, looks like nobody's going to head down to the pit lane. So we'll step aside here. We'll get some more words in from some of our great sponsors. And when we come back, more live racing from the Daytona International Speedway. You're watching the Blacktop Rivalz Series on GeForce TV.
A guy like this, who relies on his truck for work, knows that his truck will take care of him if he takes care of his truck. And WeatherTech has always been the ultimate protection. From floor liners to no-drill mud flaps to tech liner for your truck bed to bump step to the handy under-seat storage system. And Cup Phone keeps phones secure in any cup holder. Order your ultimate protection today at WeatherTech.ca.
There are a lot of things in this world that are fake. Your food shouldn't be one of them. Pinty's Man Cave Chicken Wings. Authentic food for real people. Crave the cave, friends. Pinty's Man Cave.
This GeForce TV broadcast is brought to you by Northern Performance, Canada's largest stocking dealer of Koni shock absorbers. From street shocks to adjustable race dampers and even truck shocks, Northern has you covered. For free shipping Canada-wide, shop online 24/7 at northernperformance.ca.
Welcome back, race fans. You're watching live coverage of the Blacktop Rivalz Series presented by Caldecott Millwright Services here from the Daytona International Speedway, round number 8 of the Rivalz Blacktop Series. As we just wrapped up with a race last weekend at the Dover Speedway, here at Daytona tonight. Next Tuesday night at 9:10 p.m. we will be at the Phoenix Raceway in Phoenix, Arizona, followed up by Kansas Speedway on December 15th before we hit our December holiday break. Lights are now off on the iRACING Ford Mustang pace car. And let's get a word with your race leader. We'll bring him in here and get a word. Let's just get him moved where he needs to be. And let's see if we can get a word here with Jason White, your race leader aboard car number 21. Jason, this is Steve and Brad in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
I hear you. You got me?
Yeah, we've got you. Great. Man, what kind of strategy, is there any strategy tonight?
I don't know. There's a lot of really good guys in this series here. There's a lot of good gamers, a lot of good racers. So I think if you can stay out front is the best strategy for sure.
Tell us a little bit about you and Metcalf. Was that just trying to get down to the bottom line there?
Yeah, for sure. I felt really bad for Jay because he was actually trying to help me out there and cut across and trying to get down low, and I got too close on him. So yeah, just a racing deal.
All right, man. I know you're getting back for the restart here. Good luck to you.
Thanks a lot, man.
There's your race leader, Jason White, getting ready to pick up the gas again as we're getting ready to go one more time here at Daytona. We've had 2 yellow flags on the night here so far. Going to try and get some green flag laps in the books. Let's ride on board here with White as he hits the hammer here in the restart zone. Green flag is back out. And we will watch and listen as White climbs up through the gears all the way almost to 9,000 RPMs there before shifting into 4th. And we are back underway down the back straightaway, and not quite the fight to get down to the inside lane as what we saw earlier tonight. You see Kevin Ridley pulling out of line. He doesn't want anything to do with that pack that's forming up in front of him as he got to move for the race lead there. Kyle Rochelle down to the inside, and he'll take over the top spot. Rochelle in the 0-1, leading for the second time here tonight at Daytona. And he's got White and Senchek lined up with him. Here comes Steve Arbise and the 43 of Claude Furland up top. Top shelf where Mama hides the cookies, but there ain't a whole lot of cookies to be had up there as they are all by themselves, hung out to dry in the outside lane. Meanwhile, Alex LeBay, here's a story. Alex LeBay on pit road here on lap number 12. You're getting a look at his teammates there, John Schweikart and Will LaRue. I don't know if this was a strategy play or if LeBay had a problem on the restart, but the 36 car in his pit box here on pit lane. And yeah, 3 laps down there for LeBay, so he's had some problems here tonight. Now, we'll work on the scoring there. He is at least 1 lap down, I show. So tough break there for a driver that's run select races here so far this season. Meanwhile, look at the action picking up. These guys are really racing pretty hard here. I'm a little surprised to see it this early. We just talked to Jason White, who now tucks down to the inside lane to retake the lead of the race, and he said, I want to be out front. I want to be the rabbit all night long here tonight. And so far, he's been able to do it, but here comes Arvesay and Claude Furlan. Furlan, who's been one of the more consistent drivers on the series this year, comes into the night with an average finish of 8.86. He's had some good runs. He's had a couple of runs he'd rather forget. Finished 12th at Dover last week, and now he will take over the race lead down the back straightaway. And boy, they are really dicing it up hard up here as Steve Arvesay all the way to the outside lane in the discount tire number 2. And now he is going to get a challenge. As now it's Furlan, the 21 of Jason White. And now running in position number 3. Is Kyle, so it's Claude Furlan, Jason White, Kyle Rochelle, Steve Arvesay. And I think that's John Schweikart. Yeah, that is Schweikart, but they're showing Schweikart as a lap down. I'm not exactly sure what all is transpired here to put some of these cars a lap down, but nonetheless, Schweikart trying to get his lap back the hard way here. He'll now work to the outside, and it looks like he will get his lap back into turn 1. But it's still White, the race leader. Claude Furlan running in second. Arvesay right there with him in third. Kyle Rochelle, Tom Senchek right now your top 5 cars. As they work down the back straightaway, Schweikart going to pick up a draft here from the 2 of Arvesay, as he is right within a half a car length of Schweikart into turn number 3. And we will ride on board here with Steve Arvesay coming off turn 4, headed toward the tri-oval. And these guys matched up pretty equally here tonight. 18 laps in the books here so far. Jason White's led a good majority of the beginning of the race here so far tonight. That car so you see Schweikart get pushed out in front of White. And as we're showing on the scoring here, that would put Schweikart back on the lead lap here as they run. Still shows Jason White as the race leader. And now we're starting to get a glimpse of Kevin Ridley and Adam Ross trying to work that outside lane. Some of these guys know we've only got 15 laps until the stage break tonight. And these guys would really like to get some stage points here. And look at Ridley pushing Arvesay up the outside lane. That's not going to play. Oh, they're working around the 12 of Jim Smith Jr., giving everybody plenty of room to work with in the middle and lower lanes. So Smith moves out to the outside. Now Ridley starting to work with Arvesay here. That's not going to play out very favorably here for Schweikart. Schweikart would love to catch a yellow flag right now back on the lead lap. And he wouldn't have to worry about the wave around or anything of that sort. And now Ridley will drop down to the inside lane up to position number 3 as he gets by Arvesay. And now Ridley's going to pull out to the outside of Furlan, trying to make a move here. But he does not have any help. His closest help is about 3 car lengths behind him. It's Adam Ross and the 96 of Steve Shaw. trying to drum up the band in the outside lane. Ross closing in on Ridley, but oh, Ridley and Furlan got together there in the tri-oval. Close call there for your second and third place cars, and now that's allowed Ross to close in. Arvise has switched lanes. He's gone to the inside. He's going to work with Furlan now as they close up on Jason White and Schweikart. Remember, Schweikart, the last car right now on the lead lap in front of your race leader. Then it's Furlan in second, Kevin Ridley third, Arvise fourth, Adam Ross broken into the top 5 for the first time tonight, and now here comes Jason White. Jason White will hit the pit lane here on lap number 21. Now make it lap number 22. So White will hit the pit lane. I'm sure he's got to hit it for fuel here. 60 miles an hour all the way down pit lane as we'll pick it back up with your race leaders. We'll put White on the left-hand side of your screen and your race leaders on the right-hand side. And now here comes Kevin Ridley with a full head of steam down the back straightaway. And he's got Michael Morley with him. First time we've called out Michael Morley tonight. And he will push Ridley out to the lead, and they will put Schweikart back a lap down to the field. Also working in that outside lane, Cody Dempster. First time we've called Cody Dempster's name all season here with the Blacktop Rivalz Series. First start of the year for him, according to my notes. And he's got a good run going here so far tonight aboard the 42. As Ridley will now drop down to the inside lane in front of Schweikart. And they will work together down the back straightaway. Boy, it's been interesting. The outside lane hasn't been terrible tonight. Guys have been able to make it work with only 2 or 3 cars up in that lane. As they'll now work around a lap machine here coming through the tri-oval, and now cars heading down pit lane. The first one of them is Adam Ross. And now we're opening up 3 wide for the race lead. Schweikart is a lap car there on the bottom, but they are 3 wide going into turn number 1. And Ridley's going to dump out to the outside, and he's going to try to keep that car safe as these guys really mixing it up underneath him. Oh, look out. Trouble is a-brewing here in this pack. I'm telling you right now, they are really getting racy right now. 24 laps on the board. As now more cars will peel off into pit lane. Claude Furlan, Steve Arvise will pit together here on lap number 25. We'll keep it glued to the race lead, though, as you've got Dempster working alongside Michael Morley. Michael Morley, who had so many great showings last season between the Blacktop Rivalz Series and the Canadian Sim Racing Series. Putting together a nice run here so far tonight. And now they're coming up on Jason White in the 21, who led the race early tonight. And now White is going to fall a lap down to the race leader. And let's see, does Morley hit pit lane this time? No, he does not. John Schweikart moves to the outside. Schweikart trying to get his lap back one more time. And now look at Jason Metcalf working the outside lane. So Metcalf, who led this race early tonight, now fight. Oh, look out, they made contact, and we've got a crash in turn number 2. 1, 2, 3 cars involved. I think it was Dempster in the 42 that got sideways. I don't know if he had help, but he was the car that got turned right up into Metcalf. Metcalf had nowhere to go. No yellow flag out here yet. Kevin Ridley looks like he's got some pretty significant damage on the rear end of the 20X. He's going to keep it rolling, though. And no yellow flag. They got it straightened back around. Nobody stopped on the racetrack, so we stay green. And we'll take a look here at the replay. Dempster is the second white car in the middle lane. And as they go down into turn 1, so it looks like Dempster had help in the right rear quarter panel to get that car out sideways. And now here comes most of your race leaders, led by Michael Morley. Oh, slow her down, buddy. Oh, boy, keep an eye on Morley. Boy, he was really coming into the pit lane hot. We'll get another look here at the replay. And let's watch. You're riding on board here with Dempster. And it looks like the 21 of White and Dempster made contact there. It looked like they were side drafting a little bit in the corner and came down and made a little bit of contact, sending them around. Now this is really, really going to shake up the field right now, as several cars having to losing time after getting involved in the incident on the racetrack. It did not draw a yellow flag from iRacing, so we have stayed under the green flag. And drivers that made pit stops early are now all lined up together. And now Will LaRue will be shown as the race leader here on lap number 29, and caution is out. Caution flag coming out here on lap number 29. And I believe Will LaRue was able to just push the 36 of LeBay back to within one lap down of the field right before this caution flag came out. This is also going to be a huge break for Steve Shaw, John Schweikart, and Jason White. That's going to put them back on the lead lap here. So Will LaRue will take over the lead of the race. First time he's led here tonight in the LaRue Esports 55. He does have some damage on the right rear of the bumper, right where the bumper comes up to the quarter panel. So he's got a little damage on that car himself. But 30 laps in the books. We are under the yellow flag. So why don't we go ahead and step aside. We'll let the field get reassembled here. And when we come back, oh, we got a replay here. Let's take a look at what put us under the yellow flag. And I believe this is Alexander Labrosse in the 72. Just made his pit stop, coming back up to speed, and the back end came around on him. Oh, wow. Caught a huge transition there between that emergency exit road and the grass. And that'll put us under the yellow here, 30 laps in. We'll step aside. When we come back, more live racing here from the Daytona International Speedway. You are watching the Blacktop Rivalz Series on GeForce TV.
There are a lot of things in this world that are fake. Your food shouldn't be one of them. Pinty's Man Cave Ribs. Authentic food for real people. Crave the cave, friends. Pinty's Man Cave.
Welcome back, race fans. You're watching live coverage here of the Blacktop Rivalz Series presented by Caldecott Millwright Services here from the Daytona International Speedway. Want to remind you, the Ohsweken Speedway Race Source is your source for all things sprint car parts and accessories, whether it's for your Action Sprint Tour 305 Sprint or your weekly 360 sprint car ride at the Ohsweken Speedway. The Ohsweken Speedway Race Source has everything you need to upgrade, fix up, or get your car ready for 2021. Located right on the property of the Ohsweken Speedway. Stop out and see them. Nobody has more wins, nobody has more experience than the great folks at the Ohsweken Speedway Race Source. So we are working yellow here on lap number 31 as Alexander Labrosse sideways coming back up to speed after making his pit stop. And something is amiss. I'm not sure exactly the situation or what's happened, but John Schweikart being scored a lap down right now. And I thought we saw him get his lap back on that cycle of pit stops, so I'm not exactly sure what's happened there. So we got a replay here. And this is with Dempster in the 42, and right there, and it looked just like close quarters racing there between those guys. As Dempster was coming down the racetrack to pick up a side draft going into turn 1, and White, they just kind of met in the middle there. Dempster got the worst of that. So Michael Morley scored as your race leader. Jeff Cote, our winner from Watkins Glen just a few weeks ago, now scored in second. Dale Cote scored in third as they run on the racetrack right now. Sylvan Jolie and Steve Shaw rounding out your top 5. Steve Arvise, Kyle Rochelle, Tom Senchek, Callum McNichol, and Michael Ligori right now rounding out your top 10 cars as they run. Lights are off on the pace car. We will go to the green flag this time by. And right now you're right on board here with Michael Morley. Aboard the 6. So coming into tonight, Morley with an average finish of 12th in the 4 races that he's run. Last week at Dover was Morley's best finish of the season, coming home with a 6th place effort. Still looking to break into the top 5 here this season, and let's see what he can do here. Green lights are back on. Back under the green here on lap number 33. So we've got 2 laps. I believe we've got 2 laps until the stage break here. I don't believe that was counted as the stage break tonight. Top 3 breakaway, Morley, Cote, as they work down the back straightaway. Field will come up on the 29 of Metcalf. He has just had a terrible night tonight in that 29. And now here comes Callum McNichol, making a move to the outside. Right now we're taking a look here on the left-hand side of your screen. Sylvan Jolie lost the hood off the 08 machine. So he had some front-end damage there. And now out there running like a Whelen Tour modified. As we'll check back in with your race leaders. And now look at Callum McNichol and Trent Ringler working together in the outside lane. And now they're going to draw up the HendrickCars.com 24 of Michael Ligori. Seven cars all in a pack here as they come to the tri-oval. This will put lap 35 on the board. Callum McNichol scored as the race leader by 18 one-thousandths of a second. So it's McNichol, Morley, Ringler, Cote, Ligori, Dale Cote, and Kevin Ridley. 7-car breakaway here with your race leaders. Jason White going through the infield. Off towards turn number 3. So far we are under the green. They'll come up on the lap machine. And that is Mannix Richer. Richer keeps it tucked down to the inside of the racetrack. So let's ride on board here with Michael Ligori. 36 laps in the books, 34 to go. 70 lapper here tonight at the Daytona International Speedway. We've already had our counted our points for the stage break. So we will race on, and there you see the rear end damage for Kevin Ridley. That came on one of our most recent incidents. And now here comes John Schweikart. Schweikart's going to fight hard here. He wants to get his lap back and get back on the lead lap here. And hopefully, if he can do it like he did last time, get his lap back and catch a yellow. So that time, Michael Morley back out front to the race lead, 2 1/1000ths of a second. The difference that time at the line. McNichol working hard on the outside lane, couldn't make it happen that time. And we're going to get a replay here to see what happened to close call there between Cote and Ringler. Boy, these guys are racing so close together, so fast. People can say what they want about Darrell Waltrip, but his line about a chess match at high speed, and that is a perfect descriptor. And I'll tell you what, these leaders have gotten side-by-side racing, and look how much the pack has grown now, as more and more cars are starting to enter the draft here. And we're going to have ourselves a pretty healthy pack here coming back to the line for lap number 39. Riding on board here with Michael Ligori, the HendrickCars.com 24, as he's caught up in the middle of this hornet's nest here. You see the whole lead pack out there in front of him. And in terms of cars that are being scored a lap down right now, you've got the 1 of John Schweikart. The 36 of Alex LeBay is now catching this group as well. So those teammates are going to try and work together here to see if they can't get out in front of these leaders. And when the next caution flies, they would be back on the lead lap if they can get it to work out that way. And the longer we run here, you're going to start to see cars that the setup may fade away just a bit. You're going to see guys really fighting the steering wheel here. As Callum McNichol will go back out in front of the race lead. Aboard car number 82, he's got Trent Ringler pushing him. Ringler, the winner of the last 2 races here with the Blacktop Rivalz Series, and now he's got also a 2-time winner on the series this year. Schweikart pushing him in the outside lane. Down the long back straightaway, and it's the 5-star Racing 26 of Ringler, who will get nosed out in front. But here comes McNichol, almost hooked the apron going into turn number 3. McNichol will put the nose back out front. Morley and Ringler side by side. Jeff Cote, your winner at Watkins Glen, and the 1 of Schweikart now side by side. Behind them, you've got Dale Cote, Kevin Ridley, and Michael Ligori, and look out! LaBrosse and Alex LeBay make contact. That's on the front straightaway going into turn number 1. They keep them facing forward, no yellow flag. But I have to believe LeBay got some damage out of that one. And LaBrosse Second incident of the night in the Dark Horse Racing 72. So we'll turn our attention back to the race lead, Callum McNichol. About our 5th or 6th race leader here so far tonight. Puts lap 42 in the books, 28 to go. Still going to have at least one pit stop left here tonight as we get a look at the replay here between Labrosse and LeBay. LeBay got out to the outside of Labrosse, and I'm not sure if Labrosse didn't realize he was there. Close quarters racing there. And now Trent Ringler trying to get that push from John Schweikart up to the front of the pack, but McNichol on entry of the corner retakes that top spot. So on the right-hand side of your screen, you've got all of those eight cars in a pack, and then you've got on the left-hand side of your screen, we're riding on board here with Michael Ligori. Ligori, the last car in line, and he has got a great seat for a great race going on ahead of him. Following Dale Cote in the Mini Mechanic sponsored 59. Kevin Ridley has now jumped out to the outside groove. He's going to team up here with Schweikart and Ringler, and now Schweikart will dispatch of Ringler. And Schweikart one more time will find the number 1 car, leading this pack, but right now it would just put him as the last car on the lead lap. So Schweikart gets it done again. Can he keep it up there? As now Ringler getting a huge push from Kevin Ridley in the 20X. Coming up on a couple of lap machines here. They're going to come up on Mannix Richer in the 6, Claude Ferlin in the 43. Oh, and where they're going to go? They're going to split them 4 wide going into turn number 3. Wow. That got tight in a hurry. As Ferlin dodged out to the outside lane, Richer was already as low as he could go. And boy, they made that look easy. So now Trent Ringler, who has won the last 2 races here on the series, winning at Chicago and winning at Dover. Up on top of the board, P1 for the 5-star Racing 26 of Ringler. Kevin Ridley washed out to the outside lane now, and he is going to get freight trained here into turn number 3 as he is all alone. Not a single car will dip out to the outside to pick him up. And I have to believe that these guys are starting to get single file as we're approaching what could be the final pit stop of the night. As we are now 45, 46 laps in the books, 24 to go. And for Schweikart, man, he has just got to find a way to get around Trent Ringler here. He wants to get his lap back here before they get another yellow. If he doesn't, that would only put him in line here for the lucky dog. Coming up on a lap machine here in turn number 4, that's Steve Shaw in the 96. They will dispatch of him. So it's Ringler. In terms of running order, it's Ringler, McNichol, Michael Morley, Jeff Cote, Dale Cote, the top 5. Michael Ligori, Kevin Ridley will round out this lead pack here, working through turns 1 and 2. So while everybody's got racing room and single filed out here, I think we'll take this opportunity to step aside here, get some words in from some of our great sponsors, and we'll try to carry you the whole way through. On the other side of this break, you're watching the Rivalz Blacktop Series from the Daytona International Speedway. You're watching live coverage here on GeForce TV.
This GeForce TV broadcast is brought to you by Northern Performance, Canada's largest stocking dealer of Hawk Performance brake pads. From street pads to race compounds, Northern has you covered. For free shipping Canada-wide, shop online 24/7 at northernperformance.ca.
What makes a trailer a Miska? Is it the heavy-duty Canadian steel they're made from? Or is it the exceptional finish that will last year after year? How about knowing that these are the best back trailers in the industry? These are the reasons you buy Miska. So what makes these trailers a Miska? It's the hard-working Canadians who craft them. We are Miska. We are Canadian tough.
There are a lot of things in this world that are fake. Your food shouldn't be one of them. Pinty's Man Cave sausages and street dogs. Authentic food for real people. Crave the cave, friends. Pinty's Man Cave.
Welcome back. You are watching live coverage of the Blacktop Rivalz series presented by Caldecott Millwright Services. Steve Ovens on the call here with you for round number 8 of the Blacktop Rivalz series. And some of your leaders are going to choose to hit the pit lane. Michael Morley going to lead the pack into the pit lane. And it looks like he's going to have 2 or 3 cars with him as everybody trying to get it sorted out here. Trent Ringler, John Schweikart, Callum McNichol have pulled away from the pack. Just behind them, Michael Ligori in the 24, Kevin Ridley in the 20.
This GeForce TV broadcast is brought to you by
So that earlier pack there, led by Michael Morley, just now coming off the pit lane. He's got Jeff Cote with him. And now the waiting game begins. How long before we see your other race leaders here come to pit lane? McNichol and Ringler will surely pit together. And I'm sure Ligori and Ridley will as well. The question will be, do they come in at the same time? There is a little bit of a gap between those 4 cars. And we've had a few incidents on track that have not brought about yellow flags. And that's really allowed the pack to really string out just a bit here. Not something you're used to typically seeing here at Daytona. On the left-hand side of your screen, you got Michael Morley and Jeff Cote. And now here comes the rest of your leaders down pit lane. Ligori did a nice job there catching up to McNichol coming onto pit road. Ridley was right there with him. Final pit stop of the night here for your race leaders. Trent Ringler will lead the pack in. Right side tires going on. Now they will work their way around to the left side. 4 tires for Ringler, and it doesn't look like the other 2 took tires there. Kevin Ridley in the 20X playing a little bit of strategy here. And I think for Ridley it was fuel only on the 20. McNichol, on the other hand, I think went right side tires only. Interesting stuff there. So a little bit of a strategy move going on, as they will now bring it back out onto the racetrack. As they're going to try and get up to speed just as quick as they can, because here comes Morley and Jeff Cote with a full head of steam into turns 3 and 4. And I think the strategy is going to play out pretty well there as your top 3 guys. Now, Ringler's got 4 tires, as he's going to work around the outside of Ridley here, headed off to turn number 1. Ligori has not... Oh, Ligori did pit with those guys. I'm going to have to check on that. Yeah, he did come down the pit lane. So he must have been a very fast fuel and go there for Michael Ligori. And as I go back and look, yeah, Ligori took way less fuel than everybody else there on that final pit stop. So Michael Ligori, and now the lead pack will start to catch up to him. And for a guy that wasn't exactly there with the lead pack coming to the pit stop, I don't really blame him for making that kind of call. It allows him, yes, the leaders are going to go by now as they're all lined up behind him and they're going to go around the outside lane. But what it allowed Ligori to do is to keep pace with the lead pack here. And if, as long as he's got enough fuel to make it the rest of the way, not a bad call there for Ligori. As you remember, before that pit stop, Ligori and Ridley were in all sorts of trouble. They had lost touch with the leaders there, and that's one way to try and get it back. So now it's a 4-car race for the lead here through the tri-oval. 55 on the board, 15 to go. Callum McNichol, Trent Ringler lined up on the inside lane. Michael Morley, Jeff Cote lined up in the outside lane. 2 by 2 for the race lead as they bring it off at turn number 2. Tires could come into play here in terms of car maneuverability goes. And we'll ride on board on the roof cam here with Kevin Ridley in the 20 on the left-hand side of your screen. 6 cars, make it 7 cars in a pack here. Schweikart still showing a lap down to your race leaders. As we now have 14 laps to go. That time by it was Callum McNichol by 12 1/1000ths of a second. Morley and Cote lined up together here. Everybody racing side by side. Plenty of racing room to work with here. As everybody just trying to make sure they're around here for the last couple of laps when they'll try to start making a move. Boy, McNichol started to drift up the racetrack just a little bit there. Almost opened up the door for Ringler, and with Ringler having those 4 tires, I think that's the last thing you want to do if you're McNichol right now. As Morley almost lost his drafting partner in Cote as he got way out of shape in turn 4. Gathers it back in, and now he'll tuck into the back bumper of Morley. Great side-by-side battle here going into turn number 1. And boy, these guys are racing super close together right now. You'll see the outside lane try to work down and get a side draft off the cars on the inside lane. But now they've got 3 cars strung together in the top side. Ligori has caught those guys. But now here comes John Schweikart and Kevin Ridley down to the bottom. And now 4 cars lined up on the bottom lane. And while these guys race side by side, Steve Arvesay is going to close up on them as well. He is a lap down in 13th right now, but he is trying to close in on your lead pack here and see if he can't get his lap back if we were to get a caution sometime between now and the end of the race. And now look at the push from Cote on Morley down the back straightaway. Ringler not quite as tight to the back bumper of the 82 of McNichol. Boy, Morley almost got it sideways as Cote got a little bit tucked up underneath that left rear quarter panel. And that's the biggest challenge for these guys right now, is you want to draft, you want to push your car ahead of you, but you got to be so careful. We saw it earlier tonight with Metcalf and Jason White. You've got to be lined up just exactly right on those back bumpers. So far, this pack doing a nice job of that. Ridley's been doing a nice job holding on in position number 7 right now. He's got, position number 6. Schweikart a lap down, but Ridley's got a ton of rear end damage on that 20. I don't know if we can try and dial up the Steve Arvesay onboard camera, but it'll give you an idea of just how much damage Ridley's working with on that rear bumper, and that was off of one of those earlier incidents. A car got into the back of him as Ridley checked up. As they'll work around the 6 of Mannix Richet and the 43 of Claude Ferlin. Schweikart and Liguori have made their way to the outside groove, and they're going to try and get Schweikart back on the lead lap one more time. He has been fighting tooth and nail here tonight. And now you see the back bumper, the damage there. It's the back bumper, the trunk lid, and the spoiler. Now that's got to affect Ridley as a lead car, but as a drafter, boy, he's been able to stick right with him here, damage and all. He's been doing a nice job. And he's pushed a lot of cars up into the top 5 here. As now Schweikart back out in front of the pack, and that will put him back on the lead lap. Remember, Schweikart lost a lap somehow earlier in the race. I don't know if that was a scoring glitch or what happened, but nonetheless, Schweikart has been a lap car for a majority of this race tonight. And that's not the way the points leader wanted to have his Daytona race go here in round number 8. And boy, they are starting to dice it out here in the front. Morley and Jeff Cote lined up back together, and look at Michael Liguori. Liguori down to the inside, and he is fighting for the race lead here off of turn number 4. He's lined up behind Schweikart. Liguori in the HendrickCars.com number 24. Liguori's made 7 starts this season. He's got a best finish of 6th. And that finish was at Pocono as well as Las Vegas. And for the first time, no, I take it back. Morley got him by 33 one-thousandths of a second. So Liguori just doing whatever he can here to try and lead his first laps of the 2020 season. And he's got a nice run going here behind Schweikart coming off of turn 4. Morley continues to work the outside lane. They'll bring it across the tri-oval in the start-finish line, and there it is. Michael Liguori, first lap led here of 2020, here on lap number 63 with 7 to go. So now things are really going to start getting close here with 7 to go, as Schweikart leading this pack down the back straightaway. Morley, Cote, and Trent Ringler all lined up in the outside groove. Ridley trying to decide where he's going to go. He's right now kind of going back and forth between the inside and the outside lane. I think Ridley's going to let this play out and see where everybody shakes out, and then maybe try and make a move of his own. He's got that damage on the back half of the car. Michael Morley reclaims the race lead here with 6 to go. So Morley really able to control his own destiny here right now, as he's got Liguori trapped down on the bottom behind Schweikart. They'll come up on the 08 of Sylvain Joly. Joly with no hood on the car. Damage from an earlier incident. They will clear him without issue. Now they'll come across the 05, who will move all the way up the racetrack. That's Nathan Christensen. Christensen, his 3rd event of 2020 here with the Blacktop Rivalz Series. And now here they come. Top 6 cars across the start-finish line through the tri-oval with 5 laps to go. Who's it going to be? How's it going to be done here with 5 to go at Daytona? Liguori with a big push from Ridley, and he'll push him back out front. Michael Liguori leads here at Daytona, as McNichol and Ringler starting to lose touch a little bit here with the lead pack. I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but look at Liguori go as they'll work around the 35 of Adam Ross. He'll move out of the way, catches a little piece of the concrete, but he'll let the leaders on by. And now here comes Cote and Morley. They've gotten organized in the outside lane. They're trying to pick up Callum McNichol behind them. as they come through the tri-oval, and it looks like Morley's going to take... Nope, it was still Ligori. 7/1000ths of a second. That is just how close it's been here late in this race. 4 laps to go now. And now Schweikart is going to move down to the inside lane, and he's going to let the leaders play it out. So Schweikart, who fought so hard tonight to try and get his lap back, and now here comes McNichol and Ringler. They're getting organized in the extreme outside lane. 3 wide for position number 3 coming off of turn 4. Ridley down to the bottom. Cote in the middle. Callum McNichol up to the top side. Morley, your race leader here at the stripe. 3 laps to go here at Daytona. And they are 3 by 3 for the top 6 spots. Ridley got down on the apron and he lost touch with Ligori just a little bit there. But look at this action. 3 wide for positions 1 through 6 coming off of turn 2. Ligori got a little bit out of shape that time. Oh, Wrangler got sideways. And 3 of your top 6 cars will crash on the back straightaway. Caution lights are on. Well, it was fun while it lasted. And you just had a feeling that those guys weren't going to be able to hold that for 3 full laps. But boy, they sure tried. So the yellow flag is out, and that will put Callum McNichol into the race lead here now with 2 to go, and this yellow flag is going to put us into a green-white checkered situation. Overtime coming up here for the Blacktop Rivalz Series at Daytona. Oh boy. Let's look at the replay, and I think it was Ringler in the 26 that got sideways here on the back straightaway. Yeah, it looked like Ringler and McNichol, they just didn't get the rear and the front bumpers lined up just perfect. You saw the wiggle out of the 82 of McNichol, and then Ringler swung it out into the fence here coming off of turn 2. So we've got a couple of cars that are hitting the pit lane while they make their pit stops. We'll step aside. We'll get our final break in of the night when we come back. Green-white checkered overtime here at Daytona. Stick around.
A guy like this, who relies on his truck for work, knows that his truck will take care of him, that he takes care of his truck. And WeatherTech has always been the ultimate protection. From floor liners to no-drill mud flaps, to tech liner for your truck bed, to bump step, to the handy under-seat storage system. And Cup Phone keeps phones secure in any cup holder. Order your ultimate protection today at WeatherTech.ca.
There are a lot of things in this world that are fake. Your food shouldn't be one of them. Pinty's Man Cave Chicken Wings. Authentic food for real people. Crave the cave, friends. Pinty's Man Cave.
This GeForce TV broadcast is brought to you by Northern Performance, Canada's largest stocking dealer of Koni shock absorbers. From street shocks to adjustable race dampers and even truck shocks, Northern has you covered. For free shipping Canada-wide, shop online 24/7 at northernperformance.ca.
Well, we have got a pressure cooker coming at you here. Green-white checkered is how we're going to finish it here tonight at Daytona. Round number 8 of the Blacktop Rivalz Series presented by Caldecott Millwright Services has gone to overtime. Callum McNichol scored as the race leader. Kevin Ridley running in second. We will have up to 2 attempts at a green-white checkered finish. If we're not able to finish the race under the green flag on that first attempt at a green-white checkered, we will go to a second attempt. If we are not able to finish under the green on that second attempt, the race will be official. So, this just got real interesting. Lights are off on the pace car. Let's get a quick word here with Tom Senchek. Tom, you've been playing it safe all night long tonight. This is going to get real hairy here on this overtime finish tonight.
Certainly going to get dicey, without a doubt.
Has that been the strategy for you tonight? Just hanging out and keeping safe?
It was at first, and then there was like a little bit of a mix-up in front of us, and we had to brake pretty hard to avoid the wreck, and that allowed that front pack to get away from me and Kyle and Will, and we tried to make our way back ever since, but that yellow helped us out big time.
All right, man. Good luck here.
Thanks, bud.
He's going to start alongside his teammate Kyle Rochelle in the 01. You'll remember Rochelle started on the outside pole here tonight. And it's been an up and down night for Rochelle. It's nice to see him back up here in the top 5. Another guy that's in the top 5, and this would be another great run for Will LaRue. His teammates really been working hard to get him back into the top 5 here with the series races. John Schweikart is now back on the lead lap. Green lights are back on. Green-white checkered will be the finish here tonight at Daytona. How's it going to shake out? McNichol and Rochelle will get lined up here on the inside lane, and that's going to give McNichol the lead to turns 1 and 2. Ridley with the damage has got Tom Senchek behind him. Here comes Will LaRue in the 55 running in 3rd. He'll race side by side with Ridley for position number 3. Rochelle thought about taking a peek. Look out! The field's exploding here on the back straightaway. Caution lights are on. Michael Morley was trying to make a hole where it didn't look like there was enough room to make a hole. And everybody started wrecking behind him. So we will go at a second attempt at a green-white checkered finish. And it all started when Morley tried to make it 3 wide on the backstretch. It looked like a hole was starting to open up there, but as Morley tried to get into position, it looked like the hole closed up, and he was already there. And on a green-white checkered finish, these guys have got their foot all the way sunk into the carburetor. Let's take a look. You see Morley right there in the center of the screen, and right there the hole closed up on him. And then everybody left to dice for position behind him. So the pace car will gather up the field. So yellow lights on here. We're officially 72 laps into this race. Scheduled to go 70 tonight. And here we're riding on board with Kevin Ridley. And there you see Morley in the 6. Senchek is behind Ridley. And Ridley's going to get a bump draft here from Senchek. Right there. And then contact from Morley. And it sent Ridley down through the grass. Now, fortunately for Ridley, it looks like he went right down through the grass and kept it clean. So he's going to hold on to position number 3 here. Alex LeBay, who's had just a terrible night tonight, will now get the wave around. And he will be back on the lead lap here. Let's get one more look at it here. On board with Tom Senchek, coming off of turn 2 and down the back straight. But you see LaRue and Ridley almost got together right there. And right about here is where Morley comes into the picture. Try to make it 3 wide there. He hooks the left rear of Ridley, who then goes down the track and hooks the right rear quarter. of the 01 of Rochelle. And boy, look at Senchek. Ton of damage on the 8. Terrible break for him, who had gotten into the top 5 there late in this race. So now working yellow here, coming up on our final green-white checkered attempt. And let's bring in a guy here who I think has got as good a shot as anybody. And quite frankly, I think he's playing with house money right now. John Schweikart, welcome in, our in-race reporter. Tell us, you have fought all night long to get back on this lead lap.
Yeah, I made a bad call earlier. I thought I could go down pit road when it was closed and just get an EOL, like in the longest line. It wound up being a 40-second hold. So ever since then, we've been fighting and clawing. And no sense in riding around waiting for a caution. I'm going to go up there and take the lead and get myself back on lead laps. That's what I was trying to accomplish.
Well, you did that. And, you know, at the same time, I want to give a tip of our caps to you, because less than 5 laps to go, you pull down to the inside and say, you know what, leaders, this may not work out for me. You guys go ahead and battle it out. Just shout out to you, man. That's a real sportsman move.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'm just thinking about if I was in that position, you know, I'm hoping for a caution, but it didn't come. We just get right under 5 to go. I think it was 4 to go. It's time to let them boys race, and I'll just ride behind them.
Tell us about this restart. You're going to line up 4th, and Will LaRue, he's up in the top 5, man. This would be a great back-to-back week for the 55 car.
Yeah, see what happens. It's gonna be chaos, and all hell's gonna break loose. But we'll hold the wheel straight and see what we can do.
All right, man. Good luck to you.
Thanks, boys.
There's John Schweikart in the 1. So that was the deal, Brad. We wondered if it was a scoring error. It wasn't. It was a penalty that Schweikart had assessed to him. And so that's what he had to fight back from all night long tonight. I think LaRue got a piece of an incident earlier tonight. Now finds himself back in the top 5. Michael Ligori still hanging on. He's got a lot of damage on the back end of the 24. Going to line up 8th here for the restart. Boy, this is going to be interesting. 11 cars on the lead lap. Green, white, checkered, our final attempt. The iRacing Ford Mustang pace car pulls off of the racetrack. Callum McNichol hits the throttle, and we're back underway. Oh, and Ridley gets pushed down to the grass by Morley. So again, Morley slams the door shut on Ridley and sends him through the turf. Wow! Morley was not clear, and he just come down the racetrack and wasn't going to take no for an answer. Wow. So now John Schweikart on the outside lane, and he's getting help from Trent Ringler. Schweikart and Ringler, who were drafting each other earlier while Schweikart was trying to get the lead of the racetrack, now finds himself with Ringler behind him, and with Ringler and McNichol being teammates, I don't think Schweikart's going to get all that much help from Ringler trying to get out front here. But it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, though, because Ringler's trying to win the race as well. White flag is out here from Daytona. 2.5 miles left to go, and now less than that as they come down the back straightaway for the final time. Where does everybody go? Schweikart, oh, Morley and McNichol made contact, and Schweikart drives around the outside. New race leader to turn number 3. So Morley pushed McNichol out of the way, thought he had the race lead, but here comes John Schweikart, who's going to come back from a penalty and being a lap down to winning the race here at Daytona. What a finish. Schweikart wins. Second across the line is Morley. Will LaRue is 3rd. Trent Ringler 4th. And Jeff Cote will round out the top 5. That was about as unpredictable a finish as you're going to see. John Schweikart, win number 3 on the season. And this is probably the most hardest fought of them all here so far. We will step aside. We'll let the drivers hit their cool-down lap. And when we come back, victory lane, and we'll talk to the rest of your top 3 here from Daytona. You're watching the Blacktop Rivalz Series on G-Force TV.
This G-Force TV broadcast is brought to you by Northern Performance, Canada's largest stocking dealer of Hawk Performance brake pads. From street pads to race compounds, Northern has you covered. For free shipping Canada-wide, shop online 24/7 at northernperformance.ca.
What makes a trailer a Miska? Is it the heavy-duty Canadian steel they're made from? Or is it the exceptional finish that will last year after year? How about knowing that these are the best back trailers in the industry? These are the reasons you buy Miska. So what makes these trailers a Miska? It's the hard-working Canadians who craft them. We are Miska. We are Canadian tough.
There are a lot of things in this world that are fake. Your food shouldn't be one of them. Pinty's Man Cave sausages and street dogs. Authentic food for real people. Crave the cave, friends. Pinty's Man Cave.
Welcome back to Daytona International Speedway, round number 8 of the Blacktop Rivalz Series, presented by Caldecott Millwright Services. John Schweikart, win number 3 of the 2020 season. We're going to talk to your top 3 finishers here, and we're going to kick it off here with Will LaRue. Will LaRue comes home 3rd here tonight aboard the 55, and Will, another top 5 effort for the 55 machine. That's got to feel good leaving here tonight.
Oh, for sure. Starting to rack them up, as we say.
Yeah, tell us about this one, because it's for your whole team tonight. It seemed like it was one thing or another that you guys struggled with. You know, we've talked a lot in other races about race setups and things like that, but tonight, I mean, this is pedal to the metal, and who's going to be your buddy at the end. But you guys just had so many different situations to fight through tonight.
Oh yeah, it started in the qualify when we didn't use a good setup. So we qualified like 15th, and then yeah, we were at the back, and Labby and John wanted to pit like on the second lap of yellow, just to be at the back. And I told them like it's gonna be only an EOL, but it turned out to be a 40-second hold on a green flag.
Ouch!
So they both went 1 lap down, thanks to the other caution. And then yeah, it went down from there, and we tried to recover, and John had a black flag at the end, and it was all over the place.
Oh, so he had a black flag at the end of the race?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was. Yeah, he had the Lucky Dog, the yellow before, and he was like stuck behind the lap cars, and like there was a lap car that wasn't there on a restart, so it said that John passed under yellow.
Oh, we got some breaking news here. I did not even see that had happened. Now I see he's lined up 9th here in the running order. So we'll have to get a word here with Trent Ringler, who's going to move up to 3rd now. Will, tell us about the folks that help out your effort here to get 2nd now here tonight.
Yep, it was John. John did the most part on the setup. We didn't work that much because we knew it was going to be a kind of a shit show because it's a super speedway. But yeah, John and I guess LaRue for sponsoring me. But yeah, that's it.
Awesome, man. Great job here tonight.
Thanks, man.
All right, there's Will LaRue, who will actually come home in 2nd here tonight. Let's now get a word. Yeah, he hasn't left here yet. We're gonna bring in Trent Ringler, who's actually going to be scored 3rd at the end of the night here tonight after the black flag there for Schweikart. Trent, Man, those last couple of green-white checkers, man, those were crazy restarts. Tell us from your perspective.
Yeah, they were. I had damage, so I think I was quite lucky to be able to even stay with them. But the cars are so touchy when you're pushing, so it's tough. The air moves the car around, and when it's on old tires, it's pretty tricky.
Was a perfect scenario at the end of the race for you? Would that have been trying to team back up with Callum there at the end?
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't know. At the very end, I wasn't able to help him. Our plan was to go 3 wide, which we did there at the end with 2 to go, and I ended up hitting the wall and wrecking. So yes, it happens. But yeah, good run overall. Colin ran out of gas. Otherwise, I think he'd have held on.
He looked so good here tonight, and I kind of was watching the cars behind him, and I just saw the contact, but I didn't realize he had run out of gas. So, but with that aside, I mean, a good run for the team cars here tonight is, he was in position to win, just a half a lap short.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, it was a good run for me and Colin, and I guess we move on to next week.
All right. Thoughts on headed to Phoenix next week?
I love Phoenix, so we should be pretty stout there. We'll be ready.
Awesome, man. Tell us about all the folks. You got a beautifully painted up race car here. Tell us about the folks that are on the side of it.
The guys at FSR, week in and week out, man, they put in a lot of work, and we make some good cars. So a lot of thanks to all the guys on the team there.
Great job here tonight.
Thanks.
All right, there is Trent Ringler, who will be scored in position number 3 here tonight at Races End. And we will now get to talk to your race winner. I thought this was going to be an interview for the second place car, but Michael Morley, congratulations, sir. You are the winner tonight here at Daytona.
Thanks, guys. I definitely got surprised by that as well.
Yeah, man, this race, your car was very, very strong tonight. It didn't matter. It didn't seem to matter whether you were the lead car or you were the pushing car. This car was very, very strong.
I found some things to pretty much seal it up. So, like you said, it hurt us leading the pack a bit, but pushing, we were monsters out there.
Absolutely. Tell us about the end there. It looked like Colin ran out of gas on the back straightaway, and that's a tough spot to be in when you're pushing the guy, and then all of a sudden he's got to check up. He's out of fuel.
I actually didn't even realize it until I almost spun him. It was kind of crazy. I lost momentum there, and I kind of feel bad for John getting that black flag because that was definitely his to win there.
Yeah, from your perspective, were the drivers on the radio talking about what happened? We understand that there was a black flag, but I haven't had a explanation of what actually happened there.
No, I haven't heard anything in that instance. No.
Okay. Well, it was a solid effort for you here tonight, obviously, to get a win. You've had some good runs here with the series, both last year and this year. What's it mean to get a win here tonight?
It feels great. It's good to get this school year setups car on the win so far and in the victory lane. Hopefully next time we can kind of do it in better circumstances. I kind of feel bad for Kevin. I just want to say sorry. I didn't mean to mess up his race there on the last restart.
Well, a solid effort for you here tonight. Previously, before tonight, a best finish of 6th. And you'll improve that to about as good as you can with a win here tonight. Congratulations.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
All right. There's Michael Morley, your race winner here tonight from Daytona. And it was a wild one here from the Daytona International Speedway. Again, this was round number 8 of the 2020-2021 Blacktop Rivalz Series presented by Caldecott Millwright Services. Don't forget, we've got 2 more races here in December before we hit the mid-December break next Tuesday night at 9 o'clock, in between 9 and 9:10 p.m. Green flag is always scheduled for 9:10. We will be at the Phoenix Raceway in Phoenix, Arizona, followed by a trip to Kansas Speedway on December 15th, and that'll kick off coverage in between 9 and 9:10 p.m. And you can see it all live right here on GeForce TV. Be sure to subscribe to the channel here on YouTube. That's youtube.com/GeForce TV. Hit that subscribe button, click on the bell to make sure you get all the notifications of when we go live with new iRacing and outdoor racing content here on GeForce TV. Well, on behalf of everybody here with the Rivalz Blacktop Series and Caldecott Millwright Services, our series directors Adam Ross, Clinton Jeffrey, technical manager behind the scenes at GeForce TV is Spencer Mullen. The executive producer of 39 Productions is Brad Ovens. And my name is Steve Ovens, the voice of the Rivalz Blacktop Series, saying thank you for joining us. And we will see you next Tuesday night at Phoenix Raceway. Congratulations to Michael Morley, round number 8 winner at Daytona. Good night, everybody.
What you want to do is when you're on your computer or on your cell phone, whatever it is, go to GeForceTV.net, type that in your browser, and that will take you right to the official YouTube page of GeForce TV. And down to the right-hand side, you'll see the big red subscribe button. Make sure you click on that, but don't stop there. Once you've subscribed, then you want to make sure you hit the little ringer to the right. That's the notification bell, and anytime there's new content uploaded to GeForce TV, you'll get a notification, whether it be on your computer, on your device, whatever it is, you'll know when there is content. And as we've been saying, it's so important when you're watching these videos on YouTube or for the meantime on Facebook, make sure you give it a thumbs up, give it a like, make sure you're sharing these links, and that helps the actual content grow and populate throughout YouTube, specifically for the GeForce channel. This GeForce TV broadcast is brought to you by Northern Performance, Canada's largest stocking dealer of Hawk Performance brake pads. From street pads to race compounds, Northern has you covered. For free shipping Canada-wide, shop online 24/7 at northernperformance.ca.
What makes a trailer a Miska? Is it the heavy-duty Canadian steel they're made from? Or is it the exceptional finish that will last year after year? How about knowing that these are the best back trailers in the industry? These are the reasons you buy Miska. So what makes these trailers a Miska? It's the hard-working Canadians who craft them. We are Miska. We are Canadian tough.
There are a lot of things in this world that are fake. Your food shouldn't be one of them. Pinty's Man Cave sausages and street dogs. Authentic food for real people. Crave the cave, friends. Pinty's Man Cave.
A guy like this, who relies on his truck for work, knows that his truck will take care of him, that he takes care of his truck. And WeatherTech has always been the ultimate protection. From floor liners to no-drill mud flaps, to tech liner for your truck bed, to bump step, to the handy under-seat storage system. And Cup Phone keeps phones secure in any cup holder. Order your ultimate protection today at weathertech.ca.
There are a lot of things in this world that are fake. Your food shouldn't be one of them. Pinty's Man Cave chicken wings. Authentic food for real people. Crave the cave, friends. Pinty's Man Cave.
This GeForce TV broadcast is brought to you by Northern Performance, Canada's largest stocking dealer of Coney shock absorbers. From street shocks to adjustable race dampers and even truck shocks, Northern has you covered. For free shipping Canada-wide, shop online 24/7 at northernperformance.ca.
a lot of things in this world that are fake. Your food shouldn't be one of them. Pinty's Man Cave Ribs. Authentic food for real people. Crave the cave, friends. Pinty's Man Cave.
Introducing GeForce TV. GeForceTV.net is your new source for action overload. Featuring free live programming year-round and countless hours of on-demand video, GeForce TV will be your first stop whenever you want to see the latest and hottest racing action. See live Friday Night Excitement weekly from Washouican Speedway, and watch the stars of tomorrow make a name for themselves during Thursday night's live microsprint racing. GeForce TV is also the new home for Rivalz Race Chat. Watch weekly as Clinton Jeffrey and Adam Ross discuss all the hot topics in the world of motorsports. For iRacing fans, GeForce TV has you covered with hours of live broadcasting from Rivalz and GeForce TV racing leagues. GeForce TV promises to deliver motorsports, esports, and action sports you want to see, along with talk shows and vlogs to keep you connected to the lifestyle you love. Visit GeForceTV.net today to subscribe for free. Sit back, hold on, and feel the G's on GeForce TV.
This is a copyrighted production of 39 Productions, www.39designcompany.com, and may not be rebroadcast, replicated, or saved in any media without the explicit written permission of 39 Productions. The opinions expressed in this programming are those of the host, co-host, and guests, and do not necessarily reflect those of the management and/or ownership of either 39 Productions, the advertisers, or our marketing partners.